I respect my opponent. It's not for me to talk, it's for you to do all the talking. It's for me to like...
Soft right here. Just looking up at Daddy there and just seeing, you know, how big he is, and just my eyes were kind of going into his nipples and stuff, which I kind of liked. And then basically I was just like, whoa, he's big in that. And then, yeah, I can't believe how tall he is.
Focus is getting the win, following the process. That's the basics of it, is getting the win, but following the process towards that.
For the belt, is he not?
He is.
So there you go. So you got to give the man respect. If a man's won the world title and another man challenging for his belt, you got to give that man respect.
I think Anthony must win.
He is a quitter, and Joshua truly thinks that. Joshua knows Jake Paul will get scared when he sees how big and strong he is. Even if Joshua talks about 12 rounds, he believes Jake might give up as soon as he feels that power.
Just really, honestly, what I'm focused on, as I said, like from round 1 to round 12, I'm prepared for a 12-rounder, but I do believe in my ability.
Conor Benn is saying Joshua keeps fighting and keeps working, even when he does not need to. Jake Paul is facing a man who has won everything and who can punch like a truck. And honestly, Ben is speaking facts. Jake Paul has never been hit by someone like this. The moment Joshua steps close, Jake might forget all his loud talk.
He's a grafter, he works hard, he ain't got to do it. He's taking on a hero of British boxing. He's the guy who's done it all, a massive puncher. You got to take your hat off.
Eddie Hearn is showing exactly what everyone fears about Joshua. You can hear the fear even in Jake Paul just looking at him. Joshua is not here to joke around, and he will not hold back. This is the real deal. Jake can talk all he wants, but facing a man like Joshua is something he has never prepared for. Every punch could change the fight in seconds, and Jake knows it deep down.
You could hear the gulp, you know, when he looked up. But listen, I think he knows what he's in for. It's a very dangerous night's work. And AJ will be, you know, people say, oh, will he take it easy? AJ will be AJ. He don't mess around. He don't play with his food. He'll be going in there looking to take him out as soon as possible.
Duke McKenzie is pointing out the obvious. Joshua is a trained champion with years of experience and perfect technique. Jake Paul is nowhere near that level. He might think he can handle Joshua, but one hit from a real heavyweight will show him how far he is from the truth. Joshua will control every moment in the ring, and Jake will be chasing shadows. There's no comparison between a professional and a social media fighter trying to act tough.
I don't think Anthony Joshua would take Jake Paul lightly any way, shape or form, and he'd be so easy to hit. You're talking about a trained athlete.
Tony Bellew is explaining that this fight is not just about money, it is about danger. Joshua is a huge threat, and Jake Paul has never faced anything like him. This is not a joke or a show fight. This is serious. Jake might be confident online, but in the ring, there is no hiding. Anthony Joshua can end it quickly, and anyone watching can see Jake does not have the skill or power to survive this test. It is madness to think he can win.
Money talks, as they say.
Money talks and bullshit walks. We all know that phrase. We've all seen it, but this is another level. This is a really dangerous. He ain't fighting a granddad. He isn't fighting a grandfather. It's absolute lunacy. It's insane. It's dangerously insane.
Wade Plemons is laying out the facts clearly. Jake Paul struggled to hurt even an old Mike Tyson, and now he thinks he can compete with Anthony Joshua? This is beyond unrealistic. Joshua is stronger, faster, and much more skilled than anything Jake has faced. The moment Joshua lands a proper punch, Jake will feel it. There is no comparison between a real heavyweight champion and a social media fighter trying to step into the big league. Jake is out of his depth.
This is insane to think that Jake could get to heavyweight and knock out Anthony Joshua, or even beat him, or even compete with him. I mean, Jake struggled to hurt Mike Tyson, and let's not forget, in the first part of that fight, Jake was trying to hurt Mike Tyson. He was, and Mike was dangerous, and Jake didn't want to take any risks and get knocked out by Mike Tyson. That was 58-year-old Mike.
John Fury is exposing how unrealistic Jake Paul's chances really are. Anthony Joshua is a professional heavyweight who can end fights in an instant. Jake has never faced someone this strong and experienced. Betting on Jake knocking out Joshua is pure fantasy. Joshua will control the ring from start to finish, and Jake will quickly realize that his bravado and trash talk cannot match real skill, power, and ring intelligence. This fight is over before it even begins if Joshua keeps his focus.
He's going to bet £1 million on Jake Paul knocking out Joshua.
This is what I'm saying. How does that work?
He can't, can he?
Anthony Joshua could knock Jake Paul out with his dick. So if it goes any other way, you know.
You give me a headline there, by the way.
If it goes any other way, you know it fixed, don't you?
Joshua makes it clear that he is not playing games or rushing the fight. He is focused on dominating every round and showing Jake Paul the reality of facing a real heavyweight. This is about work, skill, and punishment. Jake may think he can survive or play tricks, but Joshua's size, power, and technique will make sure he feels every punch. This is a serious challenge, and no amount of online talk or hype can prepare Jake for the real fight that is coming.
Yeah, if I'm going to be honest, I'm going to break his face, I'm going to break his body up, I'm going to stomp all over him. That's my mentality, right? That's a fighter's mentality, and I know what's in my heart, I know what's in my mind, and I'm here to compete.
Roy Jones Jr. is pointing out that Joshua is serious and focused even when he seems calm. That calm energy is dangerous because it hides pure confidence and power. Jake Paul has never been around someone like this who controls everything calmly and waits for the perfect moment to strike. Joshua is not showing anger, he is showing control and preparation. When he steps in the ring, Jake will quickly realize that Joshua's calm energy is actually a warning and that he cannot bluff his way through a real champion.
Yeah, I just going through the motion, he's serious about it, you know, so I liked it.
Yeah, like his energy was like very calming throughout the week.
Yes,
Tony Bellew is warning that this fight feels more like a circus than real boxing because Jake Paul is trying to step up to a real heavyweight. Joshua is serious and disciplined, while Jake is more about hype and show. Anthony knows exactly what he is doing, and he is fully prepared. Jake may look confident online, but in reality, he is far behind in skill, strength, and strategy. Watching Joshua in the ring will show Jake and the world that this is not entertainment. This is real fighting.
It's frightening for the sport. It's not that it's bad, it's frightening. But listen, this isn't boxing as a sport, this is the circus. There's 3 real icons up there.
Jake Paul is talking big, but it is all hot air. Joshua is not easy work. He is a world champion who has faced the best fighters in the world. Jake has never stood in front of someone with real skill, power, and experience. All his trash talk will vanish the moment he steps in the ring with Joshua. He may think he can handle it, but Joshua will show him that talking is nothing compared to facing a true heavyweight champion. Jake is in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, man, you know, he's a dumbass, and so it's gonna be apparent on Saturday when he's the one that gets knocked out. I mean, genuinely, fighters always say this, there's the back and forth, but Piers, I'm being so honest, man, this guy is easy work.
Eddie Hearn is warning that Joshua is not someone you can underestimate. Jake Paul might be confident online, but facing a real champion is a different world. Joshua has fought the best and knows how to dominate the ring with skill and power. Jake has never been in this situation, and every step he takes in the ring will remind him how out of his league he is. Joshua does not need to rush and can break him down slowly while making it look effortless. This is real fighting, not a show.
Like that. But I said to Jake Paul, you ain't in a box, mate, and this ain't David Blaine. I said, so just be careful, because AJ will take your head clean off your shoulders, and it's you know, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
And you take on that responsibility, and we all have to, so we've got to think about that. But this is Anthony fighting a top 50 cruiserweight in the world. It's not something that we would normally do.
Yeah.
Joshua is showing total focus and discipline. He's not looking for hype or unnecessary attention. He's training hard and keeping his mind on the fight. Jake Paul is used to talking online and creating drama, but Joshua is quietly preparing to dominate. Being under the radar means he can surprise Jake with skill and power he has never faced before. Joshua's experience and mental strength make him almost impossible to beat. Jake will quickly find out that confidence and trash talk do not matter against the true heavyweight champion with decades of preparation.
I'm not here to announce myself to the public. I got to come in under the radar, do the promotional agreements that I've signed up to do, nothing more, nothing less, and get the job done. That's what we're here to do.
Eddie Hearn is capturing Joshua's pure focus and determination. In the face-off, it is clear that Joshua has no time for games. Jake Paul might smile and joke, but Joshua's intention is to end the fight quickly and professionally. This is not about hype or media, it is about proving dominance. December 19th will be a reality check for Jake. Joshua has trained to be strong, fast, and precise, and every move will show Jake that stepping into the ring with a true heavyweight champion is a completely different challenge than anything he has faced.
Get you in a spot of bother, and you know, I'm looking at AJ in the face-off and I'm seeing a guy who ain't messing around, and he won't mess around on December 19th. You know, he will go out there with bad intentions and he will end this fight nice and early, and we'll have a great Christmas, and then we'll move on, and normal service will be resumed in 2026, which is to try and get that shot at a world title.
Joshua is showing the heart of a true champion. He's faced setbacks and come back stronger every time. Every challenge made him better and more focused. Jake Paul has never experienced real adversity in the ring and cannot match this level of discipline or hunger. Joshua's experience, training, and mental toughness mean he is extremely hard to beat. On December 19th, Jake will see that size, skill, and heart cannot be faked. Joshua is ready for everything and will make sure every second in the ring counts against someone who is clearly out of his depth.
Because Jake Paul is crazy. If he thinks he can get it with Anthony Joshua, former two-time heavyweight champion of the world, and play tiddlywinks, I don't think AJ plays touch. He plays knock the F out.
The fight on December 19th is not just another show. It is a true test of skill, heart, and power. Anthony Joshua has built himself over years, facing the best in the world and overcoming every challenge. Jake Paul has never experienced anything close to this level of intensity. Joshua is bigger, stronger, faster, and smarter, and every round will show Jake how out of his league he really is. While Jake talks online and tries to hype himself, the reality in the ring will be brutal. Joshua's focus and discipline mean he will control the pace and punish every mistake Jake makes. This is the moment to see a real heavyweight champion in action. And if Joshua wins, it will be a statement that skill and experience always beat hype. If Jake somehow surprises the world, it will be pure madness. But right now, the advantage is clear. Who do you think will dominate December 19th? Let us know in the comments below.